So we are very delighted today to have Badshah here with us, and it's a very momentous day because not only is he here with us on the World Cup final, but it's also his birthday today. So thank you very much for joining us, and we like to wish you happy birthday and
Thank you so much.
God bless you with a long life.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
many more successes.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So as we continue the conversation, please have a seat. Um, you know, today he's joined us here at this event, and we have always seen him on the screen as a rapper, as a musician, but also he is not just that. He's much more, and he turns so many more hats than that. He's also a philanthropist, and now he's in a big way doing a lot of entrepreneurial undertakings as well. So Badshah, doing all this with your music, one, of course, I'm sure it keeps you really occupied. So, but the thing is, how do you sort of balance all these together? What aspects do you enjoy in each of them?
I think it comes pretty naturally to me. I was around 10 years old when I started selling comics from my home. I think building a business or building a project it has always been fascinating for me. I love the growth, I love the numbers, so I think it's very natural, and I don't do anything which I don't like. So I think that keeps me. I think that makes me what I am, like a certain amount of successful. Yeah.
Sure. And having done different kind of entrepreneurial projects today, and your food venture, of course, is something I'd love to touch upon and talk about a little more. But what? And you said that you started selling comics at 10. So,
Yeah.
so what came first? Did the entrepreneurial bite came first to you, or did the music come first?
I think I'm blessed to have both the things coming to me simultaneously in some way. But to be honest, I think I'm, uh, you know, making music and putting it out today is a lot like business. It's not only about the art; it's also how you present it to the people. So yeah, I think both of them have, like I think I'm blessed like that. Yeah, that's a gift. Yeah.
Okay. And with regards to your hospitality ventures, of course, you started with Dragonfly, and then you're now launching Sago, Seville, and Siberia, particularly in Punjab and Chandigarh.
Yeah.
That is. So, how did food sort of catch your eye, and what is it that you like about it as a business?
Food, I think, was just waiting to happen for me because I am a foodie. I love food, and बहुत बुरा लगता है जब मैं किसी जगह जाता हूँ और वहाँ पे अच्छा खाना नहीं मिलता, या फिर I go to a place and it's not the vibe that I wanna have. So I think उसी की वजह से Dragonfly हुआ था और उसी की वजह से सागो और साइडर और सिविल है. तो starting with Chandigarh because that's my hometown. तो मैं ये बोलता हूँ कि चंडीगढ़ ने मुझे रोटी खिलाई, मैं चंडीगढ़ को रोटी खिलाऊंगा. But we are also doing Canada and Dubai. Yeah, so the idea is just जैसा खाना मुझे पसंद है वैसे मैं सबको खिलाना चाहता हूँ. Same idea was with the song, the music that I make. The music that I enjoy, the music that it's everything that I love. It's nothing. It's not for the love of anything else. Not for the love of branding. It's everything that I do is for the love. Is an extension, naturally an extension. Yeah.
Well, that's something we have in common. Franchise India was actually born in Chandigarh. So,
Oh wow.
so that's how. And we started the first food court in Chandigarh back in, I think, the year 2003.
Fun Republic? Was
Club,
it?
Club City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Wow.
it, some loves are
2002 was
common.
the year that I went to Chandigarh from Delhi. Yeah. But congratulations.
To you. So आपने कहा कि food is something that is very close to you. So for that matter, any other sort of business ventures also that you are doing currently, and how do you choose a business venture? Do you also partner with startups? Do you work with young founders who today are doing some ingenious work, trying to find gaps in the market, and then sort of putting an entire business model around it? So उसमें भी you look for some marquee ventures that you want to invest in or be part of.
I do, but the problem with me is I'm extremely optimistic.
We have to be right.
You know, जो बहुत बार so a lot of people know the businesses that have been successful, but a lot of people don't know कि जहाँ पे मैं बिल्कुल ही flop हो गया था. I was once running a दवाइयों की company which flopped. I produced 2 films, one of which was a blockbuster, the other flopped. I have a production house which is defunct right now because uh, so all of these things I really wanted, like मुझे था कि मैं खुद करूँ. तो with time I realized that the only thing that I can do is make music and find the right people, you know, because that's what I've been doing all my life. Like even, you know, the team around me is extremely hardworking and I think is responsible for where I am. तो मुझे लगा कि यार अगर अच्छे बंदे मिल जाएं, you know, and you empower them, you provide the atmosphere and you add your value whatever you have, I think you can do wonders. और फिर जब मैं धीरे धीरे पता चला तो लोग ऐसे ही करते हैं. I think that's the formula for success. You need to have the right people around you. They need to be hungry, they need to be emotional, and they need to be loyal.
No, I completely agree with you there. So आपने कहा कि बहुत सारे failed ventures भी थे, you know. So what learnings did you acquire over the years in terms of saying that, you know, अब मुझे ये तो पता ही नहीं करना.
हाँ.
And then so आप कैसे सोचते हो आप, you know, after that having learned all those lessons the hard way. So
बस
now,
ये नहीं करना कि ये कर चुके या फिर I think the only thing that matters is finding the right people.
right.
That is the only thing that matters.
And how do you go about selecting that right person?
It's see यही तो है, मतलब मुझे लगता है कि यही है. अगर यही हर किसी ये इतना इजी होता तो हर कोई सक्सेसफुल बन जाता है.
Correct.
I think
आपने
you
कोई formula बनाए हो अपने जिसमें आप, you know, at least go back to refer to that rule book in some sense.
it's hit and try. मतलब मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि एक बेसिक क्राइटेरिया तो पास करना ही होता है. मतलब वो तो आपको बैठ के ही पता चल जाता है. Thankfully because of my job काफ़ी दुनिया देखी है, काफ़ी circumstances देखे हैं, अंडर प्रेशर लोग काम करने वाले देखे हैं. तो आई थिंक पता चल जाता है कि ये बेसिक क्राइटेरिया तो पास हो रहा है. बट देन यू नो ऑफ कोर्स टेस्टिंग टाइम्स में पता चलता है. सो आई थिंक इट्स बहुत धीरे धीरे एंड इवन इफ यू आर एबल टू मेक 3 or 4 successful businesses in your lifetime, I think that's a lot. And when I say successful, like super successful. Yeah.
So you know, your music is globally popular. तो जब आप म्यूजिक बनाते हैं तो आप सोच के चलते हैं कि you know this is how I need a song to be or this music to be, so that it just does not resonate with the Indian audience but a global audience, and not just like the Indian diaspora but even, you know, people who are not Indian origin. तो आप कुछ करते हैं उसके अंदर some elements that might go into it.
I think Indian people today are extremely global. मतलब अगर आप किसी को भी देखो एक वो इंडियन सिर्फ इसलिए क्योंकि वो इंडिया में पैदा हुआ है. बाकी आप उनका रहन सहन बहुत ग्लोबल है, उनका खाना पीना बहुत ग्लोबल है, उनका कपड़े पहनने बहुत ग्लोबल है, बोलचाल बहुत ग्लोबल है. इट्स अ मिक्स ऑफ द लैंग्वेज. इट्स देयर जो खुद बोलते हैं एंड देन ऑफ कोर्स यू नो अ लॉट ऑफ अदर लैंग्वेजेस. तो वो हर चीज़ में है. तो इवन द म्यूजिक दैट आई मेक इज एन आउटपुट ऑफ the experiences that I've had, you know, the music that I've grown up listening to. मतलब हमने हर तरह का म्यूजिक सुना है and subconsciously उसी you know that flows out of you. So वो कोई ऐसा नहीं सोचते कि ये ग्लोबल बनाना है या इंडियन बनाना है. बस अच्छा जो आता है, क्लिक है, जो इंस्टिंक्ट है वो बनाना है और फिर उसके बाद ज़्यादा नहीं सोचते, उसको एग्जीक्यूट कर देते हैं. हाँ, जहाँ ज़्यादा सोचने लग जाते हैं वो फिर होता ही नहीं है. कुछ भी नहीं होता. वो बैठे रहते हैं 6 महीने 7 महीने 8 महीने, गाना पुराना हो जाता है. So the key is execution.
So, you know, for an artist, it's so important to be able to market themselves better. तो आपने जैसे कहा कि अगर प्रोजेक्ट को ओवरथिंक करो तो you know the project sort of never sees the light of the day. तो आप you know what have sort of you understood about marketing, or you know कोई आपके mentors रहे हो इसमें जिसमें you know you looked up to them globally or India में. And Bollywood of course itself is such a great university to, so it's like a campus. I always say you can learn from pretty much everybody there. So any sort of skills that you think you've learned or any mentors that you have?
यार एक तो आई थिंक इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू टू बी ऑनेस्ट विद योर वर्क. पहली तो चीज़ वहीं शुरू हो जाती है. मतलब अगर आपका तड़का ही खराब है तो सब्जी अच्छी नहीं बनेगी. तड़का अच्छा होना चाहिए. एंड वो स्किल पॉलिश करने से आता है, सीख के आता है। एंड देन उसके बाद फिर प्लेटिंग आती है, कैसे परोसना उसको, वो सब्जेक्टिव है। सम पीपल, कुछ लोग हर महीने गाना रिलीज करना चाहते हैं, कुछ लोग हर 6 महीने में गाना रिलीज करते हैं। मेरे में टैलेंट ही साल के 3-4 गानों का है, तो फिर मैं वैसे चलता हूँ। बट जब मैं करता हूँ, आई मेक श्योर लाइक आई पुट इट आउट विथ यू नो लाइक इट्स माई लास्ट सॉन्ग एंड माई फर्स्ट सॉन्ग। तो एवरी सॉन्ग आई ट्रीट इट लाइक दैट। मतलब मैं ये सोच के नहीं चलता, मैं ये सोच के चलता हूँ कि हो सकता है लास्ट गाना और या फिर ये मेरा पहला गाना है, मतलब वो हमेशा रहता है। सो एवरी टाइम आई मेक अ वीडियो, मेक एन ऑडियो, आई प्रमोट इट, आई पुट इट आउट, आई प्रेजेंट इट, और मैं कहीं ना कहीं लोगों के दिमाग में डाल देता हूँ कि भाई बहुत बड़ा गाना आ रहा है, इट्स अ ब्लॉकबस्टर सॉन्ग। You just tell them it's
social media.
Social media, of course. Social media is the place. और तो and जो मेरी audience है social media पे है, मुझे लगता था until I met बहुत बड़े लोगों से और बच्चों को भी मिला। तो but the key is कि you have to seed in a few thoughts कि भाई ये ऑलरेडी हिट गाना है जो आ रहा है, बट वो फिर आप धीरे धीरे सीखते हो ना, एंड देन दैट कम्स फ्रॉम दी दैट कॉन्फिडेंस कम्स फ्रॉम द कन्विक्शन ऑफ द बॉडी ऑफ वर्क दैट यू हैव क्रिएटेड इन द पास्ट। सो
So today we also find that everybody who is a musician and artist, they're also influencers. We see globally when we look at, they stand for different causes. Climate change हो सकता है, आप तो of course entrepreneurship में बहुत काम कर रहे हैं. So do you also as an influencer believe in certain causes that you also endorse?
आई डू, और कुछ आई एम वेरी पब्लिक अबाउट, बट कुछ मैं बहुत अपने तक लिखता हूँ। आई थिंक philanthropy is one of them. वो old school thought है कि नेकी कर दरिया में डाल, but then I realized, you know, sometimes you have to let people know to inspire them कि this is also something that you can do with the name that you have, the brand that you have, the wealth that you have. But other than that, हर बंदे के ना कुछ असूल होते हैं, हर बंदा कुछ असूलों से बना होता है, तो वो असूल चाहते ना चाहते आ जाते हैं, एंड व्हेन यू आर अ पब्लिक फिगर वो दिख जाता है। लाइक आई स्टैंड फॉर, मेरे को बच्चों से बहुत प्यार है, लाइक इट्स चाइल्ड एजुकेशन हो या एनीथिंग टू डू विद एजुकेशन एंड चिल्ड्रन, आई एम रहता हूँ मैं, लाइक आई एम विद देम बिकॉज आई बिलीव इन एजुकेशन।
That's a great cause, and I think we have such a young population in India that fact that you stand for this cause is
Absolutely.
such a big deal. So you know, अब आपके कौन से projects आ रहे हैं 2024 which we can look forward to?
Projects बहुत हैं। There's food business. I wanna this Bad Boy Pizza. I wanna do pizza because I really love pizza. 2014 या 15 की बात है. There was this one pizza guy who came up to me and he was like, "पाजी ये pizza try करो." It was in Chandigarh. हाँ, like pizza तो बहुत सही है. He was like, "पाजी कुछ करते हैं मिलके." मैंने कहा हाँ कुछ करते हैं, कुछ हुआ नहीं. I don't know. पता नहीं, I overlooked it या कुछ. That was Lapinos, by the way. Today is one of the largest chains, and so I was like, I want to do pizza. So there's this pizza. I also have a beer. Like there's a beer company that I co-own. Had either chutput, but pizza and pizza is something that I'm really excited about.
And outside food आप क्या करना चाहते हो?
Aram. I want to do aram. Someday I want to build hospitals and libraries. Yeah.
And do you also want to do schools maybe at some point?
Not schools. वो बहुत commercialize हो जाते हैं. वो फिर बात हाथ से निकल जाती है. Hospitals and libraries I would definitely love to build. Yeah.
You're such a fashion icon yourself. तो आपको fashion business में भी कुछ
Yeah, I have a clothing company which is called Bagfit. We've been running it 2017 से. But उसके ethics अलग हैं. We are not on any platform, online platform. So that's like a school project. So I wanna, for the lifetime of it, I wanna treat it like a school project. या जिसके भी पास हो जाएगा. Like we've just got an investor. तो बहुत टाइम तक यही झगड़ा चलता रहा हमारा, मतलब मेरे like बहुत investors थे. तो उनके साथ में ही बैठ के यही बात थी कि भाई I wanna treat it like that. So we just got And now it's only now that the streetwear culture is booming in India.
Right.
I was doing like we were doing it in 2017, but now it's like everywhere. Sneakers, fashion, clothing line, and there are individuals, there are companies who are doing so well, and it's so hard. You know, it's so heartening to see all that. But yeah, fashion. हर चीज का धंधा भी नहीं बना सकते. कुछ चीजों के साथ सिर्फ प्यार अच्छा होता है, and that's why that company is. It's like a. And you know what? I'll tell you something. There's a company called Supreme. I think it's a lesson for everyone also. Supreme is the last time उसकी valuation जो मैंने पढ़ी थी वो that was $1 billion. Carlyle Group ने I think bought Supreme. It started as a skateboarding company. And if you stick to your ethics, if you really stick to your ethics, and if you do not compromise at all, you know that small cult of people become your propagators, and that's bigger than any billboard, any social media currency, any amount of money that you put in to brand. I think when people swear by it, that's when you've made a company that you don't have to be worried about. Yeah.
But aren't we all in so much of a rush today to build things? Supreme with this सालों में they built that cult.
It's up to you. How do you want to do it? I mean, to each. मतलब मुझे ऐसा मैं किसी को बता नहीं सकता. वो मुझे तरीका पता है. I want to do it my way. वो applicable मेरे career पे भी रहा है. I've taken it slow. जल्दी भी होती हैं, but I don't know कि what are they after? Are they after the money, or are they after creating that brand? तो पैसे की तो मुझे कमी नहीं थी तो I want to create a brand. So.
Can we take a couple of questions from the audience?
Sure, please.
Anybody with a show of hand? Okay, we'll go with 3 questions, just for the sake of time. Quickly, please, if we can pass on the mic.
Hi sir, this is Shubham from Ahmedabad.
Hi sir.
And very big fan. I've come here with my wife. My question is, so if you look out to the brands that you have built in your career so far, and if you also look at the brands that are internationally very big, so if you look at bloggers abroad, they have also built some brands. What are you focused on? You want to grow the brand within India and you want to take it forward because India is a very fast-paced economy, or you want to take it global? What's your vision behind when you start building a brand or something? So what do you think about it?
Great question. यार मेरा देखो जब आप शुरू करते हो कोई भी चीज़ ना, चीज़ें बहुत सारी होती हैं, बट जो चीज़ होनी चाहिए वो ये होनी चाहिए कि बहुत सारे आंसर्स हैं. एक मतलब थोड़ा लंबा हो जाएगा कि ग्लोबल सोच, मतलब सोच ग्लोबल होनी चाहिए. ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि मेरा प्रोडक्ट ग्लोबल जाए. आप बड़ी सारी चीज़ें जो आप बाहर देखते हो, हमारे तक सिर्फ सक्सेस स्टोरीज आती हैं. दे आर ग्रेट ब्रांड्स बिकॉज दे गॉट ग्रेट पीपल वर्किंग बिहाइंड एंड दे लिव देयर ब्रांड्स. तो हम लोग बहुत फैसिनेटेड है ग्लोबल से. हम बहुत फैसिनेटेड है कि रिहाना ने ये पहन लिया, या उसने ये पी लिया, या जेक पॉल ने ड्रिंक लॉन्च कर दी. हम बहुत फैसिनेटेड है. हम ये नहीं देखते कि रिहाना की जो टीम है वो क्या कर रही है, या लोगन पॉल की जो टीम है वो क्या कर रही है. वो बहुत हार्ड वर्किंग है. और ये सिर्फ वहाँ के नहीं, ये इंडिया के लोग भी बहुत हार्ड वर्किंग है, बहुत ज़्यादा हार्ड वर्किंग है. स्पेशली इन द लास्ट 2 years आई हैव कम अक्रॉस पीपल हु आर murderers as in like they're cold hearted when it comes to business, and yet they're young. तो अपने आप ग्लोबल बन जाती है चीज़ें अपने आप. You just have to focus on the ethic of the brand. For me, Sabyasachi is a global brand. I think the way he's built his brand, he's taken his time, he's stayed true to his ethics. I know people who want to collaborate with Sabyasachi now, who want कि यार Sabyasachi यहाँ स्टोर खोले, वहाँ स्टोर खोले. वो नहीं खोल रहे. But that does not make him not a global brand. Like I think he's one of the best global brands that I've seen. And when I say Sabyasachi, मुझे आसानी से, I don't want to say names, लोग ridicule ना हो. But I think for me he's LV, the ethics that he has. आई थिंक वो एथिक है. तो ये एथिक, ब्रांड एथिक होना बहुत जरूरी है. What is it that you're standing for and what is it that you will never do? You have to define that. और वो डिसाइड कर लो और उसके बाद जस्ट गो. आई थिंक वो बहुत जरूरी. ग्लोबल अपने आप चला जाएगा. इंडिया मुझे मतलब ग्लोबल किस लिए जाना है वो भी डिपेंड करता है. यू वांट योर ब्रांड टू बी सीन समवेयर इज डिफरेंट. यू वांट द रेवेन्यू टू बी ग्लोबल इज समथिंग एल्स. सो यू आल्सो हैव टू डिफाइन व्हाट ग्लोबल इज.
That's a great answer. Can we have the next question in the house?
I hope I'm audible.
Hi sir.
First of all, wishing you a happiest birthday.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so talking about the social media presence, like you just said that you create a hype of your songs before you launch it, right?
Yeah.
And also like maintaining a presence and creating on social media. So my question is like you are banging a shop from that time when even social media was not that active, okay? Like in like 2015 and 16.
Yeah.
So how do you maintain your ethics and all, and how do you present your ethics on social media? And like how strong your team works on that I just want that you show this impact of social media to the guys over here, because I own an agency called Social Soul. So basically we have done a PR for a lot of artists, like you know Hari Sandhu, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so उनका जो recent album था, so we done the PR of that as well.
Awesome. See, social media is a platform.
Of course, yeah.
You have to treat it like a platform. It's not your life.
Yes.
For example, आज हम Spotify पे गाने सुनते हैं. 10 साल पहले रेडियो पे सुनते थे. 2 साल पहले I think सावन was extremely popular. ये गाना बहुत popular. आपको अपना दिमाग इतना खुला रखना है, अपने कान इतने खुले रखने हैं, अपनी आंखें इतनी खुली रखनी है कि आपको पता चलना चाहिए कि क्या आ रहा है. जो बच्चे होते हैं ना, जो यंगस्टर्स होते हैं, मेरे हिसाब से वो बहुत जल्दी पकड़ लेते हैं चीज़. वो पकड़ते हैं एंड दे आर द चेंज मेकर्स, दे आर द टेस्ट मेकर्स. तो जब क्या होता है, आर्टिस्ट बड़ा हो जाता है ना, उसमें ईगो बहुत आ जाता है कि भाई मुझे पता है, तुझे नहीं पता. वो सबसे गलत चीज़ है. और सोशल मीडिया ने तो आसान कर दिया चीज़ें. आपको बता देते हैं सोशल मीडिया पे बकवास गाना है तो 10 लोग लिखते हैं तो 2 तो सही होंगे उसमें. वो आपको पता चल जाता है किसने मजे के लिए लिखा है, किसने जेन्युइनली लिखा है. You just have to be really open to ideas. और फिर then you have to use your experience.
Yes.
जो एक्सपीरियंस है वो आपकी मशीनरी है, जो लोगों की आइडियाज है वो रॉ प्रोडक्ट है. तो आपकी मशीनरी क्या प्रोसेस कर रही है वो आपकी मशीनरी है. बट यू हैव टू चेंज विद टाइम. कोई भी इंसान, कोई भी कंपनी जो टाइम के साथ नहीं चली है, नोकिया फॉर एग्जांपल, सॉरी, but they, I could see the ego. मुझे ईगो दिख रहा था कंपनी. जो नॉर्मल बंदे को देखने लगता है तो वो बहुत खराब चीज़ है. तो आई थिंक ईगो वीगो नहीं होना चाहिए. एंड प्लेटफॉर्म यू शुड थोड़ा रिसेप्टिव रहना चाहिए लाइफ.
Yeah, because you have been a like huge influential personality and a lot of people are following you. Like if we talk about the age group, so from kids and even the adults are following you. So yeah, that's the thing. Like you're maintaining the ethics and the people are getting inspired by you. So you're not like letting them go in a wrong way or something. So that's all for that.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Okay, we'll take the next question, please. Right there behind you.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank
First
you,
of all.
sir. Thank
I'm
you.
so glad to see you here, and I'm really a big fan of yours.
Thank
I
you.
have a couple of questions, okay?
Ji.
I understand we're doing brands and everything, but for you being an established artist on the commercial side, I'm like, just to introduce, even I'm a rapper, and we are also, an entertainment industry. You might be knowing Dopadelics, 70s. So yeah, I come from Dopadelics.
Oh my God.
Yes, hi. Yeah, so Tony Sebastian.
Hi.
So we did an event recently.
Hey,
and
man.
it was like, I'm so happy to see you here.
So happy to see you.
Thank you so much. My question was, like even for an artist, okay, and you know basically what is underground and what is commercial. For a commercial artist, I know it is very easy to get brands associated and make money and to be something that they really want to be. But at the same time, there are a lot of underground artists which you have a complete idea like how we strive and struggle to get on the to the floor so that people can recognize. But recognition is one part. Because when we do underground music, I think our main focus is on giving the message, correct? Like through our songs, through our art, everything we want to give a message. But when we see the commercial side, it's mostly people dancing on the songs. I mean, like someone just recently said, like a few minutes ago, the last session, someone raised a question about a content, the kind of content India is creating.
Yeah.
Okay, and hip hop is it's a great medium actually to communicate with a lot of people.
Absolutely,
But the
yes.
kind of content right now is what I am trying to assess is actually not helping a lot of people. It's just there to make you dance.
Yeah.
But how can we as an underground artist, when we look at you, it's like an inspiration, and we really want to actually follow the same steps the way you made it. So
Yeah.
is it like easy for the underground artists as well, or is it important for us to get into the commercial or the Bollywood side in order to leave some footprint or make space for us as well at the same time? And
Wow.
what you're doing in MTV Hustle and 100 RPH, I
He's-
saw that episode and
He's
he's a good friend.
Thank you. He's phenomenal. He's
I met
phenomenal.
him day before yesterday. I spoke about it, and he was like, he's enjoying the show. And I'm so happy that I'm like seeing you after today.
No, he's phenomenal. See, bro, you don't have to change for anyone. If you love your art, if you love what you do, you don't have to change. Okay? The right brands are going to find you. See, I stand for. I'm like a jester. I'm like a happy guy. So like, brands come to me for that. And also, just because मेरा जो दायरा है influence का, because of the music that I make, because of the relevance that it has, वो थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा है आप लोगों से. कोई भी चीज़ जो प्योर होती है ना, प्योरेस्ट फॉर्म में होती है, उसका दायरा थोड़ा कम रहता है. Because of obvious reasons, क्योंकि बहुत ज़्यादा लोग उस चीज़ में घुसना नहीं चाहते. बहुत कम लोग उस चीज़ में घुसते हैं. So for a brand who would want to get into that zone would come to someone like you कि हमें ये कट्टर लोग चाहिए, और वो कट्टर लोग आपके पास है. मेरे पास शायद उतने कट्टर ना हो, मेरे पास नंबर शायद बहुत ज़्यादा, बट जो the hardcore nature वो शायद आप लोगों के पास ज़्यादा, क्योंकि जो प्योरेस्ट होते हैं उनका नेचर ऐसा होता है. But having said that, I think कई बार क्या होता है, जो अंडरग्राउंड आर्टिस्ट होते हैं ना, more than being purist, वो एक मेंटल ब्लॉक रहता है. मतलब मैं अगर किसी से पूछूं, बहुत सारे लोग would deny कि they don't like commercial music, but ऐसा नहीं है. Music is music. You will like it. You will love it. एक अच्छा म्यूजिक आपको पसंद आएगा. मैं तेलुगु गाने सुनता हूँ, मैं तमिल गाने सुनता हूँ, मैं कुछ भी सुनता हूँ जो मेरे को अच्छा लगता है. मैं वो मेंटल ब्लॉक मेरे में भी था. When I started, I was like you. I was not like you. I was like कि नहीं, मुझे ये नहीं करना, मुझे डांस गाने नहीं बनाने, मुझे हिंदी में नहीं गाना, हिंदी में गाना कूल है. I was that. But then I realized ये तो मैं हूँ. We are about happiness. We are about our culture. We are about Hindi. We are about English. We are about English. And that just opened me to become this. So as long as it's your true calling, you don't have to change. Brands will come to you, but it's a path that you have to take as a musician. And मतलब ये तो अब musicians के पास brand आने लगे. हमसे पहले जो musicians थे, इतने बड़े singers थे, उनके पास तो brands भी नहीं थे. So I think times are changing. I see Divine doing a lot of things. I see Krishna doing a lot of things for that matter. So I think times are changing, and we just got more lucky. That's it. But please don't change for anything, for anyone. If you love your art, trust me. Trust me. Thank you. Thank you.
And I think that is such a profound statement that you made, that if you don't change and you be yourself, then anyway things are gonna happen for you.
Yeah, the brands are going to find you. They are going to find you, because trust me, बहुत सब change हो रहा है scenario. अगले 3 साल में Indian business, Indian music, can't say about Indian films, I'm sorry, is going to change so much. अभी सब outwards था, अभी inwards होने वाला है. सब कुछ. Arijit sir is the second highest followed musician in the world on Spotify. Within a matter of 3 months, he's going to be the. I don't need to say anything. We just need to wait and keep making the music that we're making.
That's such a brilliant statement, and Jai Hindustan.
Jai Hindustan, Jai Bharat, Jai Hind.
So because of the wonderful work that you're doing Badshah, and they continue to do and inspire so many people, young musicians, and now the entrepreneurial industry as well. We would like you to unveil the cover, which is our influencers cover, and we think you're a great influencer for India, and so much inspiration that you're giving to the youth of India to find themselves and find their own path. So he's also on our December 2023 cover of Influencers INC. So if you can please do the honors.
Please have each of first.
Would you like to say a few words?
I just want to say I don't even know how to pronounce this. So yeah. But thank you so much. It's an honor. Thank you.
And for the kind of influence that he's creating in India, he's also going to be our celebrity influencer of the year 2023. And we're going to give him an award, not today, of course, but in days to come. But please continue the good influence that you've created for India, and may your work shine, and may you have birthdays which are even more prosperous than these. So all the best to you. And let's give him a huge round of applause, and thank you so much for joining us on this special day.